Hey Luke, it's Chris. Just as I promised on that post on Facebook, I'm getting the video over to you that's going to highlight the biggest things that you need to focus on to increase your online presence and draw in more customers using the power of your website, right? So I looked at your website, and honestly, you have a really good looking website. Like whoever designed this, knew what they were doing. It's clean. I love the interlinking. But the thing that I will say is that it's not really producing anything for you. And the reason for that is because it's not optimized. It's pretty, but nobody's seeing it because the optimization did not have anything to do with it. Sometimes when you go to web designers, they make you a beautiful website, right? But it doesn't really help if it's not doing anything for you. There's no return on investment there. So without further ado, the top three things that we're going to be focusing on today to increase your revenues by drawing in more people into your business using the power of your website. The first thing is going to be content. So content is made up of the words, the pictures, and the words behind the pictures saved as alt text that make up a page of your site. The thing with content is that it's the easiest way to rank for the keywords that are going to bring you in traffic and bring you in customers that are going to turn into sales, right? So that's why content is so important. And you have a decent amount of content on your front page, but once again, it's not optimized. It has to be optimized with the specific keywords that we're trying to rank for that are going to bring you in business. A good rule that you want to stick to is you want to have about 1,500 words on that front page with properly filtered keywords. Your back-end service pages and any other page that you're trying to rank for, you want to have about 500 to 750, sometimes more if there's a lot of keywords that you're trying to rank for, but it has to be within reason. Yeah, the variables are outside of the context of this video, so I won't get too far into them. But I'm gonna look at your biggest competitor in Leeds, right? First Light Landscaping. These guys are honestly doing very well, and it's because their website is doing so much for them. Their website is actually bringing them in business rather than just being something that that they can refer to, right? So if you look at their front page, they have a decent amount of content. Still really not optimized. I actually think as far as like volume goes, you guys might be beating them in the overall content on the front page. But this is also why it's going to be so much easier for you to, once your content is actually optimized, outrank these guys, right? And that's the whole goal. The second thing I want to talk to you about is going to be backlinks. Backlinks is any site that's linking to you, any website that's actually linking to you, pushing power to your website, right? So this right here, if you look at this, when I hover over it, it's clickable and it's a link, right? This would be considered a backlink. Now you want do follow. There's two different kinds of backlinks. There's do follow links, which actually push power to your website, and there's do not follow links. Facebook is a do not follow link website, right? So nothing that you post that you refer to, if you put a link to your website on Facebook, is what I'm trying to say. It's not going to actually push power to your website, right? So you want websites that are very relevant and very powerful. The reason for this is that Google is like a popularity contest. It wants to have popular sites linking to you. It wants to have relevant sites linking to you, popular sites linking to you, because this is the thing that's going to make you a dominant force in your market. They're going to see that all these different sites are linking to you that are powerful and relevant, and they're going to push power to you and put you up at the top because you deserve it, right? So what I mean by relevant is you want websites that have to do with landscaping, paving, construction, things like that. Not things like pizza places or beauty salons or anything along those lines, because that's not going to really do anything for you. So like I said, not all backlinks are created equal. It's quality over quantity always, but you also want more quantity than your opponent has, than your competitor has. So if you look at First Light and you look at the amount of backlinks that they have, let's look back at yours real quick. You have one backlink. Your website's not even really indexing, so Google barely knows that this thing exists, right? And it's bringing in no traffic. So your website's actually not making you any bit of money right now because it's not optimized. If you look at theirs, look at the amount of traffic that they're bringing in. And this is an average, right? It could actually be higher than this if we look at their Google Analytics. But the software that I use, Ahrefs, is very accurate, but sometimes it could be even more. So let's say it could be like 1,500. And that's every single one of these is a potential customer, as long as they're coming from buyer intent keywords, which I'll explain to you in a second. They have a lot of backlinks and they have a lot of power going to their website. but this still is not impossible by any means to beat. Like, this is very, very possible to beat, actually. And I'll show you how here in a second. All right. Third thing we're going to be going into is called keywords. Now, not all keywords are the same either, because you want keywords that are relevant to what exactly you're trying to get, which is people to come to your business looking for your services to buy your services, right? So if you look at their keywords, look at this one, landscape gardeners, West Yorkshire, right? That's a great one to get. It brings in on average 100 searches a month. They're in 5th place for it, and they're still getting 8 searches from that, right? Being in 5th place. If you look at another one, look through here. They have a lot that's not really relevant. So I guarantee they're getting a lot of searches off of things that aren't really doing anything for them. Let's look at positioning. Here we go. Look, landscape gardeners Leeds, 700 on average every single month. Could you imagine getting first place for this? Getting first place for, landscaping leads and landscapes leads, right? All of these different keywords bring in their own search volume and have their own keyword difficulty to rank for, but it's possible to rank in first position for every single one of these. Just imagine what that would translate over in dollars and cents for your business, right? Now, the last thing I'm going to go over with you is going to be citations. A citation is going to be any directory site like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Facebook, that you're putting in your business name, address, and phone number word for word, and it has to be word for word or else it's not going to work properly. That's going to backlink to your Google My Business account, which is going to put you right here in the Google Map pack. This is going to increase the amount of clicks that you're getting by about 40 or 50%, which once again, if we put those numbers to it, that's a big, big deal, right? That's huge. So having that organic optimization, having the Google Map pack optimized with more citations, with more relevant and powerful citations than your competitor has, is going to translate for huge wins and huge success for your business, right? If you have any questions or you'd like to learn more about how to actually optimize your website and get it bringing you customers instead of you having to chase them down or get referrals or, doing things the old way, the hard way, then I'd love to set up a time to hop on a call with you. Be like 10 minutes, right? Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you liked the video. If you did see some value in it, I would love to get a little bit of feedback from you. But other than that, I'll talk to you soon.